Hi guys, Durka Gaming here and welcome back to another video. First of all, apologies. I haven't done a video for some time on my YouTube channel. At the beginning of the year I said this year I was going to concentrate a lot on my Twitch channel and a lot on my YouTube channel. I've been mainly focusing on my Twitch channel. I've been doing a lot of streaming. You can see the link below. Come join me there. I stream pretty much every night on Twitch. But yeah, I said to myself that I was going to do a lot more YouTube videos and I haven't really got around to doing that. I wanted to build up my Twitch channel, which I have been doing. It has really grown in the last 2-3 months, even longer actually, last 5 months, 6 months. But yeah, I want to get back to doing videos for YouTube, doing some normal flying videos, some more tutorials, and a few other things as well. So yeah, once again, apologies for such a long wait on my next video. I'm doing the DC-10, as you can see, from just flight and commercial level simulation. I think it was a joint project by those two developers, I think mainly by commercial level simulations. This is part of the F-Lite series, meaning it's not too difficult to get the plane up in the air, set it up, etc, etc. Saying that though, it's still quite a tricky plane to fly. I still have a few little issues with this plane. I don't know, we might even experience them on this flight, but I find sometimes the speed is really weird. My speed needle jumps from like 250 to 0. And the plane just does some strange things. I don't know, maybe I haven't clicked something or done something. So if someone else is experiencing that and they know the fix for that, please let me know. What else? Yeah, as I said, the F-Lite series, you should be up in the air pretty much. The F-Lite series basically means that there's not loads and loads and loads of paperwork to read or manuals to read. It's a straightforward manual and you can get yourself flying straight away. We're flying from Copenhagen up to Stockholm. We're flying into the new Arlanda scenery. I think I pronounced that right. I don't know. I think I'm either pronouncing it right or wrong. But anyway, it's the new Orbx scenery. I have flown in there a number of times while I've been streaming. Fantastic airport to fly into. Orbx have done a great job, so good. Alright, we'll get setting up the plane. I'll go through all the bits and pieces and then we'll get going. I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, welcome back. So we're in the cockpit now. I've got it to cold and dark. Basically you can get this to cold and dark by loading up the tutorial flight. When you install this plane, it gives you a tutorial flight from Penang down to Singapore. And when you load that up, what you do is you obviously find yourself in Penang, but what you can do is start the tutorial flight, then change your livery and then change your airport. So I did put myself in Penang, but then I just changed to the FedEx livery. And then I just changed to Copenhagen. So yeah, and that sort of gives me more or less a cold and dark start. So alrighty. So first thing we want to do is turn the battery on. You will notice, as I said, with the cold and dark, you will notice that some things are already switched on, but a lot of the stuff is switched off. So alright, battery on. We then want to put the APU fuel pump on. We then want to put APU master on. Want to put that up to start. We'll wait for the APU to get up to about 100% and then we'll put it into run. You can hear it starting up now. we'll just wait for that. We'll just do our fueling as well. We need about 18,000 kilograms of fuel up to Stockholm. Alright, so we're nearly at 100% there. Okay, good. Alright, so next we need our APU gen on. Our gen buses are on already. Then we want our DC tie switches to be open. Again, those are open already. Remember, this is what I was saying about some things are on, some things are off. Those are good. We then want our AC bus ties to normal as well, which again, those are set. Okay. Our fuel, we need to just do our fuel here. So what we can do, actually we can stay by the engineers panel. Let's go to fuel and payload. We can put 0 there. What did I say? We need about 18,000. Let's drop that a little bit. Let's do like 46 and 46. No, okay. Well, actually, let's do like 48 then and 48. No, still not. Right, let's just leave it at 50 then. There we go. We'll just leave it at 50% in the left and the right. Okay, good. So we've done our fuel now. We got no fuel in the center tank, so we'll just turn on our left and right tanks. Those go to the on position. Now we move, we'll come back to the engineers panel. Now we go to the overhead. Again, there might be a number of things on here already, but let's have a look. The avionic switches we can turn to on. The no smoking and seatbelt. There we go, those are on. Okay, now we can go to our FMC, and basically the way I load my FMC is, as you guys know, I plan my flight and my fuel in PFPX, and then I move that over to Avlosoft EFB. You can see the 2 links at the bottom in the description. That's the 2 bits of software I use, and we should see the plan already in the FMC. To get access of the FMC or any other little functions, you just click this bottom button here, and there we go. There's the FMC. It's a very basic FMC. So flight plan, there we go. You can see we've got a flight plan in there already. I've already added the star to it as well, because I added the star. So whatever you change in Avlosoft, it will automatically change here. It's similar to the Carenado, the 1900 Carenado. It's the same thing. Whatever you change in Avlosoft automatically changes on the flight plan as well. A couple of other things we want to do. We want to set our takeoff speed. So our V1, our V rotate, and V2. Program cruise speed, we'll do about 290. Transition altitude is 5,000. Our climb speed, we want our climb speed around 280. Cost index, I wouldn't know. I'm going to put 80. And these are like the what's it called now? Oh, let me just look at my notes here. Yeah, so that's the minimum decision altitude and different reference speeds at altitude and that as well. I don't bother too much with those, so I wouldn't worry too much about those. You can change the fuel to either pounds or kilograms. You just click on there and you click K for kilograms. There we go. So there we had, remember we had our fuel was 18,400. The init, we're going flaps 15. Sorry, that's a flight number. FedEx, where we're going. Cruise altitude is 33, and we can align the IRSs. What else do we need? That's just the wind, the weather, direct to, I'll go through that. Okay, that's pretty much done. Just gonna see what else we need. Yeah. Okay, that's all done. Okay, so let's configure a little bit of the autopilot. So our V rotate speed was, what did I say it was? Let's just get that up quickly. Was 127 and our V2 was 139. So what you basically want is you want your V2 plus 10. So we want 149. 149 we want. Okay, 149. We can now do our altitude. We've got no restrictions, so let's just get up to our cruise, which is 33. Okay, so that's set. And now we want to put our vertical speed. We want it about 1800. Okay, and then we're going to do altimeters as well. Our QNH is 1020. Put that to 1020 there. Okay, good. Alright, we're pretty much done. We're pretty much done. Let's, I think we can do engine start now. So we want our beacon light to master. We can put our nav light on. Starting this plane is also a little funny sometimes. Sometimes you can have it in start A or start B. Sometimes continuous B. It's just the luck of the draw on the day, to be honest. I normally leave it on continuous B. That tends to fire them up straight away. So we'll leave it as that. Our trim as well. All you have to do, the trim, is just move it into this green part there. That's fine. We'll put some flaps on when we are taxiing. I'll do a little bit more of this. We'll come back to that. Alright, I think we're ready for pushback. Just see, well, as I say, we still got to do a couple of things on the engineer panel as well. So we'll get back to that. Actually, I could have put, we can put the galley lights on. That's fine. Alright, good. Alright, let's do pushback. And we want to go, we're taking off from runway 30, so we want to go to the right. No, so do I? No. Right, what I'm going to do is just do my heading bug. So it is 301. Okay, 301. We can just change that as well. Oh, come on.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Oh, we can take that. We don't need that. We'll use the Togo when we...
Locking gear.
So even though this is, as I said, a part of the F-Lite series, I still think CLS and Just Flight have done a really nice job on the texturing of the plane. The sounds are really good. You'll see the sounds as well, or you'll hear them even. And the texturing is good. There's a few little issues. You can see there by the wings. Just looks like they haven't finished it off completely. But the rest of the plane, there's like bits of worn bits. There's like dirty bits. There's dirty bits on the on the flaps. So I think they've really done a good job there. I'm at Flight Tampa, Copenhagen. Again, the link is below. I'm using GSX for my pushback. I'm using Active Sky Next for weather. I'm using REX Textures for clouds, even though we don't have many. It's actually a really nice day in Copenhagen today. I'm using REX for airport textures. What else? I'm using soft clouds, and I've just realized that weather actually hasn't kicked in, so let me reset that. No wonder we got a clear day. Let me just reset my weather here. Not sure why that didn't reset, but hold on. Oh, there we go. There we go. We've got a bit of cloud. All right, let's do this engine start. So we want to start with engine 3. So we just pull it out like that. You should see N2 starting up. And you want to get at just over 20%, and then we can start the fuel. Oh. Okay, those should have actually been down. My bad. That's what I was saying to you with the cold and dark. It doesn't reset everything. It doesn't reset everything. But those should be down, the fuel, yeah. Alright, good. Now we can start engine 2. Again, wait for the N2 to spool up to around 20%, and then you can put the fuel on.
Set parking brake.
Alright, there we go. There we go. You can hear the sounds. Sounds are really good. Oh, GSX, look, GSX is messed up a little bit. Yeah, he should be really straight on that. Alright, and then the last one is engine 1. You can see it firing up now. Alright, and let's give it some fuel. This plane is really nice. If it's, you know, I fly it when I, you know, when I'm tired of flying my 777 or some of the other planes. You know, it's just something. It's something. You know, it's something you want to do if you just get bored of, as I say, the other planes. It's nice to mix it up a bit. I like mixing it up. I like trying these new planes, even if they're not the best of standard like we've come to expect these days with some of the developers. But you know, it's different. It's another little challenge, etc. So, okay. All right. So we just need to finish a couple of more things here before we start our taxi. So let's go back to the engineer panel. We now need to turn on our gens, and then we need to turn on hydraulic pumps as well. We need to put our packs on. Oh, those go to auto. Okay, and then packs go on, APU goes off. Okay, our voice recorder and the flight recorder is on. We can put on the avionics cooling, which I think is already on. Yes. Okay, and then our hydraulic pumps, engines 1, 2, and 3 can go to auto. There we go. Okay, they're all on auto. Okay, that's good. Sometimes, yeah, it does just sometimes with the clicking. Not sure if it's auto or on. You got to, and then we can put our yaw dampers on. I found, even though we don't really need it, I always find with this plane you always got to put the anti-air ice on. Yeah, the engine anti-ice as well. Window de-ice can go on as well, and we've got no other warnings as well, just our parking brake. The pitot heat selector is on captain, which is fine. Elevator trim we've set, and we can put down 15 flaps. We got no warnings there. Okay, TCAS can go on as well. Good. Good. And then we got a couple more before we take off. So as you can see, fairly straightforward. Okay, this is just trying to render in. There we go. Alright, I'm going to put flight directors on now. Our heading is checked, altitude is checked. I'm going to line up. Alright, we can put our landing lights on. Let's just get lined up nicely. Yeah, you can see it's just taking a little long to sort of render. I do run with fairly high settings, as you guys know. Flight Tampa is quite a detailed airport, so that's why it's just taken a little while to render in some of the plane and that. So okay, so the last few checks, we can put the auto throttle on, the flight directors are on. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to take off excuse me, we're going to put it in indicated airspeed straight away, because we wanted to monitor that 150, or we wanted to track the speed of 150. Okay, we'll then put it into heading mode. We'll vector ourselves a little bit, and then once we sort of get clearance from ATC, even though we're not on ATC, then we will put it into nav1, which is you click the GPS and then you click the nav hold as well. And basically what we'll get, on this little panel, we'll get a speed indicator, we'll get 2 navs or 2 headings, and then we'll get an altitude. And the altitude will come on once we click the autopilot. But I'll show you, and then you'll get a better idea. So okay, all right, let's go. You'll see that this plane will take off really quick. It really gets up, and I don't think I'm very heavy as well, so even more so for the plane to. You'll see it ready now to start taking off now. There we go, you see that? Okay, that's a positive rate. Gear up. Alright, let's put our indicated airspeed on, and we can increase that a little bit up to about 160. You'll see the needle will start going back to our speed there. We can now put it into we'll leave it for a bit. We'll fly it for a little bit. Let's get some flaps up. Increase the speed to 180. Alright, what I'm going to do now is put it into autopilot, put the altitude. So we've got the speed, we've got altitude, and now I'm just going to follow the heading. So we want to go a little bit to the right here. So we're going to push the heading in, and then you'll see we've got 2 heading indicators. There we go. And let's get the last bit of flaps up as well. Oh, it's really taking long to render tonight. Good. Alright, everything looks good there. I can't remember, do we turn our APU? No, we don't. Maybe if we put our APU gen off in this plane. I can't remember actually. I'm just looking at, I can't remember if we turn off our APU gen. I think you do actually. Yeah, there we go. I actually thought I turned off my APU. Yeah, APU should have gone off as well. Yeah, the APU master should have gone off as well. So yeah, no, APU does go off. Okay. All right, what we can do now is we can put it into nav mode, so it follows our flight plan. So what you do, you click GPS, and then you click nav, and there you go. You see it changes to nav and nav. So now we'll start following our plan. But I'm going to change things around a little bit. Yeah, we've got a funny little SID leaving Copenhagen. It sort of goes north, then it goes sort of east, and then back north again. So I'm just going to go straight to where should we go? Straight to Nelix, I think it is. So what you need to do is you can bring up your FMC again. There it is there. Nexel, I think it is. So what you do is you click the direct to, you click Nexel like that, and then you just confirm it. And there we go, we're flying direct to. Right, let's get the speed up. Yeah, our speed, we should have been at around, really around the 250 already. Landing lights can go off now. Transition altitude is, can do that back down to 1013, or we can just press B. No. There we go. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, so a couple of little errors there. Yeah, as I say, I thought I switched the APU off. That's why I was saying earlier, it might, sometimes you've got to click twice for it to go down. Yeah, so I still had it on there by mistake. So yeah, so APU goes off. Packs are on. We made sure that was on. APU gen is off. Not sure. Yeah, I think it does go off. I'm sure someone will comment and let me know. Everything else looks good. We're climbing nicely. We've got just on an hour. As always, I'm not going to show you the whole flight. What I'll do is we'll watch a little bit more. Everything's pretty much done now. I'll just show you what we do when we get to cruise mode. So I'll switch the video off and I'll show you once we get to cruise mode. Then we'll watch a little bit in cruise, and then I'll switch it off, and then I'll get back to you guys when we're just about to do top of descent, and then show how we set up the plane for our arrival. But I think you'll agree with me, the sounds are really good. Yeah, I think the sounds are really good. I'll show you some of the texturing I was talking to you about earlier. This is a nice livery as well. So I think when you buy this, It comes with, I think, about 15 liveries, if I'm not. Let me just have a quick look here. 19 liveries, and they've just released a new livery pack as well. You can see the 2 links below. But remember what I was saying to you, so you can see with the texturing and that, sort of the dirty marks on the flaps. You've got like some paint chipped away there on the tail. Yeah, it looks good. I think it looks good. I think they've done a really good job with the sound. It's a pity they didn't spend a bit more time. It's a pity they didn't spend a little bit more time on the FMC and the actual plane itself. You can see there Captain Durka and his co-pilot. He's smiling, he's happy. Yeah, let me just have a look here. So this is what I was saying earlier. I'm not sure why. It just looks like they just haven't finished this off here. I know there's been 1 or 2 patches. Unless it's meant to look like that. I don't know. To me it just looks like it hasn't been finished off. And there has been 1 or 2 patches as well, so I can't understand why they didn't fix that up. So alright, let's increase the speed again. We can get right up to about 300 now. What we'll do is once we pass around 23,000, because the air is getting a bit thin up there, we'll drop the vertical speed to around 1200. Yeah, it's starting to obviously get a bit denser, less denser than what we had now. So okay, good. Okay, alright guys, well what I'll do is say we've got about another 13,000 feet to go. I'll switch the video on back on once we get to cruise, and I'll show you what we do at cruise. I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, welcome back. So we've just hit top of cruise now. So what you want to do now is take it out of IAS mode and put it into Mac mode. And you want it at around about 78. You can see we got it on 80 there, so we can drop it a little bit. Put it on 78. And there we go. That's it. That's all you got to do. Okay. And you can see it's confirmed there. You got a little M there on the speed dial as well. And that's it. Everything else is good. Passengers are happy. Just trying to see what else is simulated in here. I don't think they've simulated too much. You can see these are proper photos These are proper photos of the engineer panel. Yeah, as I said to you, I think it would have been nice if they could have maybe just simulated this a little bit more, a little bit better. But you know what? Considering that this is an F-Lite series, they have simulated quite a lot. So I suppose we can't be that fussy with it, or too disappointed even. I don't even know. You know what? I haven't even turned the lights on in this. Where's all our? Oh, there's our floodlights there. Panel lights, floodlight. There's the floodlights there. Okay. We should be okay though. We shouldn't be. Oh, there's some dome light. Is that the dome light? Okay. We can put our seatbelts to auto now. All right, good. I think we've got about 173 miles to go. So what's that? About 20 odd minutes to go. 25 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll turn the video off, and I will put the video on as we get to our top of descent. We'll sort that out. Okay. Alrighty guys. I'll see you just before top of descent. Okay, welcome back. So we're not far from our top of descent now. So what we're going to do is we are going to adjust our altitude bug. So we've got a couple of restrictions coming in. So let me just see. We need to be below 15,000. So let's just get below 15,000, yeah. And we need to drop our, we can put this back into indicated airspeed, drop this down to about 275, and now we can drop our vertical speed, and it's telling me about 1800. I'm just EFB can tell me what so it's actually telling me 9. There we go. Yeah, Avlasoft EFB gives me a little. It's got a little button where you say descend now, and it gives you your rate, where you need to be at a certain waypoint. So it's telling me that at Nilug, I need to be at 15,000 and or below. So it's telling me I need to descend at 1,800 feet, but you can work that out as well. There's a lot of different calculations where you can work out your descent, how many miles you need to be out. Example. All right. The other thing I wanted to do. Was is go direct to Nilug. We've got our routing is a little funny here, so we on our way to the TRS VOR, but I'm just going to go straight to Nilug. So what we'll do direct to again, click Nilug and just activate that. So you'll see we'll start going straight to Nilug now. I have noticed with the DC-10 and with this plane is sometimes my speed bug, hopefully it won't do it, the speed bug just all of a sudden drops down to 0. Yeah, and then the plane starts spooling up. I'm really not sure why it does that. I have got the latest copy or the latest download from Just Flight, unless they have brought out another patch in the last month or two, or yeah, I'm not too sure when last I did. I think I downloaded this, yeah, maybe a month or maybe 2 months ago. So I have noticed in this plane that it all of a sudden just drops. It's almost like it's not picking up it doesn't know what the the pitot heats and that. It doesn't know what the speeds are. So Avlosoft is telling me that we 1,160 above what we need to be, but it is coming down fairly quickly. So what we'll do is yeah, it's down to 1,000 now. So what we'll do is once our deviation is pretty much on level, we'll then drop the vertical speed as well. We'll start getting our speed down as well. Okay, the other things we can do is we can put in our localizer for Arlanda is 10935. We're coming in on runway 1 right. The wind is 270 at 4, but I've just looked on flight 24, and yeah, they coming in real life. They're coming in on 0 excuse me, on 1 right, so we'll come in at 1 right as well. So localizer is 10935, and our approach is 006. Okay, so our deviation is right down now to 570. So it's just showing me, that's telling me that we might have started just a little too soon, but it's all good. Drop our speed a little, yeah. Actually, I'll drop our speed when we drop our. We can actually start dropping this now as well. I can get down to 1600. Alright, let's just bring up our FMC again, and we'll go to approach, and we'll work out our approach. So it's basically saying our approach speed for flaps 18, flaps 35 and flaps 50 should be about 153, 133 or 130. I think we'll use flaps 130, flaps 35. Yeah, we'll use flaps 35 for our approach. Okay, so we're 14 nautical miles. We've also got part of the star is this this TEP VOR as well. It's a little strange. It basically, the VOR is just north of our localizer or our glide slope as well. So I might just vector ourselves straight in instead of going up to the VOR and then coming back down again. I might just do that. So alright, so we can drop this as well now. Okay, good. Everything looks fine. I just hope we don't have any issue with the speed. As I said, this plane tends to do a few funny things sometimes. Alright, so we should be hitting the nylug in in a minute or two. So basically what we'll do is this can be a little confusing sometimes, what you need to press for localizer and for glide slope, etc. But basically, once we're close to picking up the localizer, we'll leave it in localizer, but then we take it out of GPS mode, and then just before the ILS is pretty much like your approach hold. You know, on the NGX or the Airbus, you get the approach hold. So you basically, so there's a little bit of a sequence for that. Right, so we can drop this more. So we need to be down. We got a 4,000. We got a 4,000. So let's just get down to 4,000 now. Alright, let's just increase this a little bit. Let's just get back up again. I just want to just increase this a little bit, get it back up to 1800. Okay, we seem to be a little just a tad higher than what we should be. So what I might do is just go into heading mode, yeah, and just vector ourselves out a little bit, just sort of give us like a, so there we go. Gonna just vector ourselves out a bit. And then we'll come in from another angle. Yeah, we were going really well there. Yeah, we just seem to have lost. We just sort of lost the profile a little bit. But all we'll do is we'll just say we'll just pretend ATC just put us in a little bit of a hold. So, oh look how nice the clouds look. Clouds look great.